isn't it? Who else uses the product daily? If you ask me what I use, my number one best product is hair, skin, and nails. Isn't it? I love hair, skin, and nails because, truth be told, it makes your body beautiful. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, that aside, second best product that I think I've believed in is it's Andro Brew. Maureen, bring me that sachet. Yeah. Bring it's okay. Just give it. Yeah. Who wants a sample of Andro Brew? I have a packet there. When you participate very well, I might end up giving you sachets. And there are only 16 in a sachet. The most active 16 people might end up what? But you'll prepare yourself to answer very tough questions about Andro tea. About Andro Brew, Okay, once again, good morning. My name is Edmond. I'm a woman. I come from west of the Nile and building business in Nebi district and also in Mahagi. Mahagi is in Congo. Okay, so when I'm in Nebi district, I just jump over and I change just my language. I no longer speak English, but I speak a language that those people understand. That's about me. And most importantly, when we were in the self-talk and I said, I believe in myself, I indeed believed in myself, and I am the latest Emerald Global Leader. Thank you so much. I think the CEO was not wrong by the time he was formulating that self-talk. Indeed, when you follow one by one, it is more than just a goal card. Are you together? So when you keep following that, it guides you a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, straight to our points or our training of today. The saying, elevate your male vitality with... So you guys are not willing to take my sachet today, isn't it? With Andro Brew Cappuccino. But again, I'm seeing ladies are excited. They want to take. Did they say elevate your female vitality? Or they say male vitality? Well, they're saying they now understand the product very well, isn't it? Ladies and gentlemen, today we are looking forward to see how a man can really elevate themselves. Okay? Not necessarily sexually as it is overly spoken, but again, you as a man, how can you elevate your what? Your vitality. What is vitality, Mzee? We could say elevated vitality and we don't even know what vitality is. What's vitality? Who has an idea? Yes? It's okay, can.
Morning, leaders. Good morning. Yeah, the vitality we may mean the man's potential.
Okay.
The man's ability, the room matters.
A round of applause for him. And what were you saying? What was your idea? Perfect. I think let's give a very big round of applause for him. Yeah, basically, vitality we would relate to what we call performance. It doesn't necessarily mean inside the bedroom matters. Are we together? A woman can be, you can have vitality as a woman, as a child, as an adult, but for as long as your performance is high, up there, okay? So ladies and gentlemen, what we're saying, should a man be super healthy sexually? This is a question for us. Say that again, louder. A big round of applause for her. Very well. A man should be healthy, okay? That aside, yesterday I was delivering Andro Brew somewhere at a pharmacy. So when I reached it, they were like, now you're bringing us all these things. Do you want to kill us? These are women saying, okay? Do you want to kill us? But again, my answer was, yes, you need to die. No, this is my argument. We are all adults, above 18, isn't it? By the time, I'm going to translate it, though I don't know Luganda very well. By the time somebody keeps singing, Ozita, 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 so what, don't you want to die? Isn't it? Because you want to die. But again, with Andro Brew, we are not looking forward to kill you. Most people want to go to heaven, but most of them don't want to. Azima. So, what are you doing to be healthy and free from increasing sexual challenges? When I tell all the gentlemen, okay, the gentlemen, let's stand up. Let's see how your vitality, let's see whether you're really, really, really energetic enough. Okay, I want to see the gentlemen stand up. There are very few. I hope that young boy is above 18. So, when you look at these gentlemen, truth of the matter is, not all of them have 100% performance. Please, can you have a seat? Are we together? Not all of them have 100% performance. Are we together? And they're saying there's already a very high increasing sexual challenges. But again, you might not be having an idea that you really have a challenge. You're silently dying, not knowing there is already a problem. Okay? So we're going to brainstorm these problems together. And if you already have one, please don't mention it out. What do you think could be the solution? Run to level 3 and you pick what you're going to be talking about today. Okay? Because you're looking forward to match your challenges. Ladies and gentlemen, the worrying trend. This, if it has never happened to you, you're the most lucky one. But for some reason, it has happened, or it is even happening. We're saying ED, we're going to so much talk about ED, means erectile dysfunction. Erectile dysfunction is where one is unable to maintain or keep an erection for how long? For a long time. Okay? They bring a generator, okay? They're trying to start a generator like this. I said, is there water in this generator or something? They check, there's no water. They start again the generator. The generator runs for only 30 seconds. And is what? It's down again. Are you together? So we are saying that is what we call erectile dysfunction. And they're saying about 52% of men between the age of what? 40 to 70, with 10% experiencing very severe. If you see very well, men within this age group of 40 to 70, they are always stressed. They are worrying. They are not happy because they know even when they go there, the performance is not there. Are we together? Are we learning something? Yes. I'm just saying, 1 in every 4 men. Are we together? 1 in every 4 men under 40 years. We are all under 40 except a few of us, the men who stood up. Are we together? Aha. So that means 1 in every how many? If I count the woman, then I count the neighbor, and then I count the neighbor, said, these 4 men, 1 person has what? Low sexual desire. A healthy man should be sexually excited with very high libido. Men, are we together?
Oh, yes.
Are we talking the same language? So, it does not matter where you are, what you're doing, but truth be told, when we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 person is not doing well. Then, 50% of men over 50 years have symptoms of enlarged prostate. Look at how many factors we are going to cover at once. Are we together? You're going to help someone with prostate enlargement. We're going to help someone with erectile dysfunction. But again, they use force to do what? To urinate. You have no idea what's happening in people's lives. In their undergarment, there is always drops of what? Of urine. And for some reason, they cannot hold urine for long. Leave alone people who are even diabetic. You realize that somebody is going to be moving to the washrooms minute after minute, and you ask yourself, what's the problem? When they go there, number one, they're using force to push it. Number two, it is very painful. Number three, you cannot even hold it for 30 minutes. And you have to run what? Back to the washroom. And for some, also be given an office there so that you be there for permanently. Why? Because it can be easier for you to reach there. And you're saying testosterone level drops by how many percentage? How often? Annually. The moment you keep adding on your age. Are we together? The moment you keep increasing on your age. If you're celebrating the next birthday, 1% of testosterone has done what? Has gone down. The moment you're celebrating another 1% has gone. So, Muzey, how many percentages? Anyway, so the moment you reach 30 years, and right now if you're counting yourself 30 years, you know that every year your testosterone level is 1% off. It's 1% off. Ladies, if you have a boyfriend, Mr. Hood Jebaleko Sebo, I greet you. He's a very great gentleman here. Yes. The moment you reach 30 years, and you know your man or your husband has reached 30 years, what you are talking about directly concerns to you as a lady as well. They might not be here, but this information might 100% help them, and you and him can benefit from it. So, let's go ahead. Why do you think so? They're saying why men are struggling these days? What do you think are some of the reasons why they're struggling? Chorus, yes, ma'am. Stress, big round of applause for her. Yes. Too much alcohol, let's give a big round of applause. Any other answer? Chorus answer. I expect like everyone to at least have some answer. Too much drugs, yes. Let's clap for Papa. Yes, Dennis. Pardon? Masturbation. Yes, a very big round of applause for him. Lack of enough sleep. People are not sleeping. Yes, madam. Lack of money. Let's clap for her. Trust me. I know we have more answers, but let's pause there. You have no money. The landlord is demanding. Tomorrow you have to wake up and leave what? Food on the table. And trust me, they're telling you to go there. Will you kill this person? Will they sing for you that you're killing them? Never. Are you together? Please make money. Are you together? Any other person? Yes? Daily pharmaceutical medications. There are people who are on so many different medications. Okay? And for some reason, it will really, really affect their performance. Yes? Poor diet. Let's clap for him. Let's clap for him. You come every day in the morning and you're feeding on chapati. You're going back home, you're on chikomando with water. What do you think your performance is going to be like? Are you together? Poor diet can make you go on a different direction. Yes? Environmental pollution. Let's give a round of applause. Any other person? Lastly, possibly? Too much sugar level. People who are diabetic. Okay? So all these contribute to why these people are struggling. I think people already had the idea. You read ahead. The syllabus, you read it ahead. Because you're giving almost all the answers. Ladies and gentlemen, you're saying sexual dysfunction in men is prevalent issue that can significantly impact individuals. And the impact is negative. Okay? We're looking at the quality of lives. We're looking at psychological well-being. And also we're looking at the desire to arouse, orgasm, and resolution. But we're saying, What do we talk about? Psychological well-being, a condition that encompasses a range of difficulties. There's so many difficulties that come psychologically. Someone talked about stress, someone talked about low money. Like those are basic psychological trauma. Okay? And at this stage of sexual response, which includes there's not going to be desire. Arousal is not there. You bring a generator, even if you put negative and positive, it won't light up. Okay? You're pushing a car. Okay? You know, for me, I come from a hilly place. And when you're pushing a car uphill, okay, what happens? There's going to be a force backwards, isn't it? What do? You get a stone and do what? And support. At this point, this man is just supported like that. Orgasm you cannot attain. You cannot maximize. Are we together? And also, resolution. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, understanding the major causes of male sexual dysfunction is very crucial. If you don't understand the cause, then you're wasting time. You're going to be talking about male sexual, male poor performance, male poor performance. If you don't understand it, then you're in danger. I was staring away, I think from down coming up. I found a team of ladies taking a video on Andro Brew. Okay? So these ladies were so serious. They were what? They were promoting this Andro Brew. But in my head, I'm like, okay, this is amazing. But now, in the first place, do you understand what is causing? Are you together? Let's not just go ahead and promote the Andro Brew, but rather do we understand the causes of why those guys are what? Experiencing it. So, and that alone improves the overall health of the affected individuals. These include physical, psychological, and lifestyle-related factors that contribute to that. How many? You're looking at physical, psychological, and lifestyle. Just know that for some reason, if you are about to recommend this, apart from maybe some of us who just go, take it to pharmacies, talk about it, and then these people in pharmacy accept it, then they will do the bigger work of explaining it to the final consumers. Now you, who is going to be the person who is going to explain this to the final consumer, what do you need to know? Let's look at these factors one by one. Number one, you're looking at physiological. Isn't it? Physiological, from the word physical. Okay? Who would affect you physically? We're saying several underlying health issues are known to be major contributing factors for male sexual dysfunction. There are so many factors. Number one, we call cardiovascular diseases. From the word cardio means the what? The heart. Anything to do with the heart, any challenges, any misfunction with the heart will definitely lead to that. I'm just saying, such as hypertension, atherosclerosis, due to this impact of low blood flow, which is a very crucial issue in erectile dysfunction. What supports erection is blood flow. Who agrees with me, the men? The moment there's no concentration of blood down there, you're wasting a lot of time. It won't stand. It won't support you. It will disappoint you at the time that you need it most. Are you together? So, when you have any heart-related disease, then there will be very poor circulation of blood, and in return, there's not going to be any maintenance of erection. We're also looking at another condition called diabetes. Okay? Somebody mentioned high sugar level, you remember? It's a very big factor. Diabetes is another significant factor that can cause nerve damage. Are we together? The moment the nerves are damaged, then there's not going to be any communication to anywhere. And especially if it is damaged from down there, even if blood goes down there, there's not going to be any reaction back. So meaning, the moment you have diabetes, it will lead to a nerve damage, but the side effect of that damage will definitely go to be the erectile dysfunction. Ladies and gentlemen, we're also saying This high sugar level of processed food, processed what? Do you know the processed foods? People who are always on processed foods were in danger. It increases inflammation and what you call free radicals. We've talked about free radicals so many times. How many people are so new here? Like less than a week? Maybe 1 week and above? Okay, these are all people. You must have heard about what free radicals are. Okay? So, as a result of the kind of lifestyle we're living, the food we're eating, then it results into what? Inflammation and that free radicals. Ladies and gentlemen, hormone imbalance. We know very well men have a hormone called testosterone. And the moment that testosterone goes down, what happens? It's a problem. It can reduce libido, impair erection functions. When I was very actively working in the pharmacy, I used to see a Muzungu come through. Every single time he would come and say, I want testosterone. And you know, the pharmaceutical testosterone is not oral. It is basically an injection. So every 1 week, the gentleman is coming for 5. I'm like, okay, what kind of disease is way much more beyond what this testosterone will do? Until then, you understand that low testosterone is definitely a danger to a man. So people keep on adding on the level of testosterone they have in their body so that they can have a better performance. Then we also have what's called neurological disorders. Okay, this includes multiple sclerosis, autoimmune that attacks the brain cells and also the spinal cord. I imagine this is your own immunity working against you. It ends up attacking the spinal cord. Do you know where the spinal cords are? If you don't have a spinal cord, do you think you can walk? Never. If you don't have a spinal cord, do you think you can even perform that activity? Never. Okay? And if you don't have the brain, will your mind even tell you that you need to do what? Blood needs to go there. You need to keep an erection. You need to maintain. You need to keep focus. No. Reason being, the spinal cords and the brain are already affected. And how are they affected? Because these are what we call neurological disorders. Are you together? So the moment there's any effect with the brain, then the higher chances that the performance of this person is typically distorted. Okay? And also saying Parkinson's diseases can also interfere with nerve signals that triggers physical arousal. Parkinson's disease is a mentally related disease. When you see somebody moving and they're mentally ill, they be moving as though they are pulling a wheelbarrow like this. It's basically a mental related disorder. But it's saying, because of that, it ends up affecting your physical arousal. Okay? Even if they massage it like how, trust me, in the end, you just sleep because you have had a better massage. Ladies and gentlemen, that was point number 1, which was physiological. Are we together? It was physiological. Now, we are looking at psychological. It is about the mind, the thoughts, and whatever is happening in your heart. You're saying it plays a very substantial role in the development of sexual dysfunction in men. Number 1, somebody mentioned what? Stress. They are so right. The moment you are stressed a little bit, the level of cortisol, that's what? Goes higher. Which lowers what? You see some of the factors that lowers testosterone. Stress will increase cortisol. Actually, cortisol is a hormone that is released because you are overly thinking. Okay? So, the moment it is released, it reduces the level of testosterone. And testosterone is what makes you a man. It will also make the difference. It is what distinguishes you as a man. It is what makes you have the beard. Okay? It is what makes you have the muscular body. Okay? It is what makes you who you are as a man. But ladies and gentlemen, the moment what makes you a man is no longer there, Who do we consider you like? A woman? Maybe not. But then you're saying chronic anxiety, lack of sleep. Somebody said lack of sleep. Who was that? Somebody said lack of sleep. They were so right. Poor sleep. Are we together? So, it disrupts hormone production and recovery. And the moment your testosterone is disrupted, the moment it's affected, recovering it will take you forever. I imagine you don't even have anything to add on the level of testosterone you have in your body. You're having very poor diet. And for some reason, you don't have any food in your diet that is having a source of testosterone booster. Do you know some of them? Okay, do you know some of them? There's what you call pumpkin seeds. Has high zinc, and that would be able to do what? To increase your testosterone. But how often do you eat that? Are you together? So, chronic anxiety, we talked about that. But also we're saying depression. All conditions that can decrease sexual interest and inhibit performance. Who is not, okay, maybe not depression, but who has ever seen someone who is depressed? You've ever seen? These people lose touch with the world. These people, the best they would think is to kill themselves. They are very suicidal. Are you together? Like at one point, all that think about like, I am not worth living. I need to die. That's what keeps running in their brain. I need not to survive. Like they hate me. They don't love me. They this and that. Every negative things they associate with them. I imagine this person is depressed. Do you think their performance will be high up there when they actually go for sexual activities? There's nothing that actually rings in their mind has anything to do with sexual activities. So that's basically what happens with depression. Okay? Landlord is demanding you. And your girlfriend is what? Is demanding to see you as well. Because when you reach there, there's not going to be any activity there. Because you're totally in depression. Okay? That's why when ladies keep running around, or men, maybe not men, ladies keep running around, I say, I want to take okra, I want to take this, I want to take this, but did you check your mind? Did you check how ready you are to meet this person? Are you together? Somehow, it's not that you have to look for okra or you have to drink a lot of water, but now first focus on what is in your brain. Because the moment you don't, even if you take a whole 10 jerrycan of what? 10 liter jerrycan of okra, it might not help you when you reach there. That is about the mind. Ladies and gentlemen, we're also saying, okay, let's go ahead. Now, we're saying performance anxiety in particular. Let's listen to this. Performance anxiety in particular can create a vicious cycle where fear of what? You already know you have a problem and you're going to go there when you have a problem. That fear alone makes you not even perform. The saying, it perpetuates problems like ED, moreover, relationship issues and poor communication. This affects every one of us here. Relationship issues, poor communications with sexual partner can exacerbate these conditions. One time in my life or in my practice met a gentleman who reached there 30 minutes, things didn't work out. I was in a pharmacy. Then he called me, was like, Edmond, are you in the pharmacy? I'm like, yes, I'm in the pharmacy. Like, help me. I said, what's the problem with you? In the next 15 minutes, I saw him running to the pharmacy in a short. Like, help me, it has failed. Help me something that can what? That can support me. I left this thing inside, I'm going back. That is why, if you don't prepare your mind, and if you go with the fear that, will I not fail? there are higher chances that you're not going to perform very well. So the moment you choose to go there, go when you've completely taken off your stress. Are you together? Go when you're completely free. But how can you free your mind? It is not like you feel like, oh, I have to go there, you go there immediately. You're going to fail. And the moment you fail, your names will now be in that person's mind. Like, this is a poor performer. Are you together? Ladies and gentlemen, point number 3. You said what? Lifestyle. Choices. The choices we make. It is personal. But you have no idea how much it affects you in the what? In the long run. Are we together? You'll be doing it and you have no idea what could be the effect. Significantly, it contributes to sexual dysfunction. Number 1, what did somebody say? Substance abuse. Somebody said it earlier. We actually know these things. And I'm very sure people who even use it know it. I was on the street and I saw somebody carrying a whole big box of tobacco. Okay, of cigarettes. Now on it, they wrote very clearly, they even made it bold, with even a background, very clear, that tobacco smoke has been found to cause about 70% of cancer. Are you together? You know what happens? Shortly after that, you're going to see somebody doing what? Smoking. They've already given a warning. They've already put the what? The lungs with too much effect of cancer on it. Somebody does what? Pulls it from the same box and they do what? They light it and they smoke. That is what we call lifestyle choices. Are we together? So if you make a choice to abuse it, it's upon you. And yet the information is very clear. We are saying it includes excessive alcohol. Someone talked about alcohol. These guys, I don't know whether my notes circulated in what? In the groups earlier before we reached here. Anyway, excessive alcohol is a very big factor. And the use of recreation drugs. There are people who use drugs, not necessarily alcohol. They're basically drug abusers. They're sniffing from their nose, they're taking from whichever way they're taking, they are abusing. But do you know that that's a choice? Some of us, or some of you who have not tried that, are you not surviving? Maybe even better off. Are you together? So, it's a lifestyle choice. We're also saying sedimentary lifestyle that leads to obesity and poor flow. What are some of the sedimentary lifestyle that we do? It was until Sunday that's when I realized all of us are not fit. Thank God today at least I can walk. I went for a cancer run. I'm like, God, I need to be healthy, but you cannot choose to be healthy in one day. I took 21 kilometers. We seem to have been okay. I was like, God, no, I'm doing for myself. But yesterday, if you saw how I was here, it was as though they hit every part of my body with a very big log. You get the point? And we're saying, for as long as you wake up, you're on the border, you come to Budu House. In Budu House, even climbing the stairs, in fact, start with the rosary from down there. By the time you're finishing, you're also finishing the rosary, you're praying. Are you together? Evening hours, you stop there. Sloping, you stop as though you're going to fall. Reach there, jump on the border. You reach home. By the time you're entering the door, all the jackets seems to be away. You throw them away to the washroom and straight to bed. And the cycle continues every single day. Are you together? It does not matter whether you have to be obese. But what matters is what is the blood flow. How flexible are your bones? It's when I also realized that my bones are not very flexible. Even right now as I walk, my ankle still tells me, no, don't overstand. Because I took just 21 kilometers and it has shown me that you need to do much more than that. And all this, a lifestyle. People who have cars, people work in offices. This person jumps in their car. They reach the office. From the office, they're seated in their chair. Okay? They serve them their coffee, their tea, whichever from their chair. 5 p.m., they're out. They head to a joint. Maybe they have their what? Their good muchomo and their beer. They jump in their car and back home. The following day, the same cycle continues. Are you together? This is sedimentary lifestyle. It isn't a crime that you wake up in the morning, do even if 5 push-ups. How many? 5. If you keep that 5 consistently, it is going to help you way more better than jumping on the border, reaching Guru house and going back the same way. If you can afford, this stairs should be your friend. Climb it as many times as you can. Avoid over-sitting on these chairs. Because the moment you oversit, poor circulation. The moment you oversit, you're going to see your legs start swelling. And you run around and say, what's happening? They press like this. It is what? It is swollen. And what happens? It is definitely what we call sedimentary lifestyle. There are people who feel like their body is too heavy to even walk. If they're sitting on a chair, they throw themselves as though they're throwing a sack of beans. Sedimentary lifestyle. Another thing is smoking. It's another critical factor, as it can lead to vascular problem. I know people who smoke, even among us here. Funny, right? But it is true. But again, you know what happens? The smoke that comes from that tobacco, it does what we call constriction. If this is your blood vessels, where blood is supposed to pass, or if there is an opening in your lungs where you're supposed to inhale and exhale, what it does, it constricts it. Do you know a sponge? You know a sponge? Mattress, basically. Okay? When you hold it lightly like this, it is big enough. But when you squeeze it, what happens? It changes size. Okay? So the moment you squeeze it like that, there's nothing like aeration in between. As imagine that is your lungs. Without any problem, it is easily inhaling and exhaling. But the moment you bring this smoke of tobacco, in the end, it constricts the lungs. To the muscles, God has given us a perfect way of how blood can move in our body. But because of your lifestyle of smoking, and it's a choice, you decide to continuously smoke. What happens? It narrows the what? The blood vessels. And if it narrows the blood vessels, in the end, there's going to be high blood pressure. The heart is now pushing a lot, doing a lot of work to push the blood. Why? Because you chose to smoke, and then the end result of smoking is your vessels becoming too tiny for the blood to go through. Okay, somebody says environmental pollutants. Let's clap for her. I think this has been one of the best sessions that people knew exactly what we were going to train. So, environmental pollutants also disrupts hormones. For example, plastics. Also, we're looking at food preservatives. Okay? We have food that we take, but there are preservatives that are made with it. And for some reason, they're tasty. Okay? You go to a restaurant and let's say maybe they prepare chicken, and this chicken is so tasty. It is not that the taste. Because when I was growing up, the chicken my mother used to prepare does not taste the same as chicken that we eat lately. Say that again. Somebody had a comment. But in one time I will take you to my home and it is my... So, we eat chicken And those people will be having a slogan. I'm sorry I'm on live, but I was going to say there's a slogan. When you just listen to it, you feel like you should look for where this food is. There are places where when you just pass around it, you would feel like there's a good smell of chicken somewhere. You understand? So you ask yourself, what is that ingredient the person is putting that is so far away from what my mother used to put? Maureen, I'm not giving example of my wife. From what my mother used to do what? Used to put. Are we together? So we're saying the preservatives is a very, very big factor in this. And all these are what? Lifestyle changes. All these are lifestyle changes. People no longer want to take boiled food. And yet, me, I feel like I also crave for boiled food. And I think now OQATA is even making it more worse. Because every single now and then, I keep educating about myself about healthy living. There is a lady, I don't remember her name very well. I think it's lifestyle and something like that. She's a Kenyan doctor. My goodness, this lady is so amazing. She's so amazing that I feel you should follow her and understand what she teaches. Like the moment you follow her, when you find somebody eating a chicken from any outside restaurant, you feel like, no, thank you, I'm not going to join you. And you ask for your boiled meat. You ask for your boiled chicken. Are we together? We're not saying chicken is bad, but how you eat it is what makes it bad. We're not saying meat is bad, it's how you eat it is what makes it bad. I was in Congo. Congolese have their different kind of cooking oil. Okay? It comes from palm oil. Okay? Now, because it is so plenty and available, the Baganda, when they're cooking beans, they'll cook with the entire what? Water they've cooked with it, isn't it? They feel like there is soup. Those guys do it the opposite way. They first sieve off the water, which seems to be the nutritious what? Water, they pour that off. Now see where they are going to bring the cooking oil. It is the cooking oil that's going to be the soup. The soup that you put in beans is their cooking oil. Are you together? When I sat with them, they kept asking me, please, so what do we do? I said, this is lifestyle. It's a choice. But now I'm teaching you how to withdraw from that. Because they have problems. Those guys are product consumers. And the moment you teach them, they understand that, hey, I think we've been having issues here. So, these are all lifestyle diseases. Ladies and gentlemen. So what are some of the early signs? Now, this is what affects us. You could be having this, but you are silent with it. And if you know you have that, please, we have a meeting after this. How many people am I going to meet? So, there are early signs of what? Of erectile dysfunction. Or of men struggling with poor performance. Everywhere you hear 1 minute man, 3 minutes men. It's not a choice that they made it that way. But now, it is the challenge they've been having earlier. Number one, poor libido. For a man, I think I heard from a certain pastor that men, we are always what? We are always ready. Are we together? And for as long as you're a man and you're waiting for somebody to beg you, then you know you have a problem. Me, wake me from sleep. I'm not even going to wash my face and say that I am ready. Are we together? What about you? They're saying poor libido. A man who has low sex, a sign of poor health, psychological problems, and low testosterone. And they are there. Are you together? They exist. There's so many. Just up your game in your marketing. Trust me, you're going to meet 1 million people struggling with the same condition. You're going to meet men who are unable to even what? Maintain erection. An erection that lasts for a short time before meaningful sexual activity, or a weak erection that can not have meaningful sexual activity. You think if you're a man and you can only keep it for 3 minutes, will they come back to you again? Much as they don't want to die, they always want to be with you when you have it at a super performance. Even if they're saying you're killing them, tomorrow they will come still for who? For you. Are we together? So, for as long as you have very poor erection, that is a big problem to you. Then, prostate challenges. You know very well that from the age of 30, you should start worrying about how can I keep my prostate very healthy. And the moment you have reached 40, the moment you're at 45, then you know that you're at a very big risk of prostate enlargement. It is something that you might not really avoid if you cannot start taking care of it as early as now. So, it causes erectile dysfunction, painful or forceful urination, or complete urine blockage. Have you gone to the hospital and seen men on catheters? You've seen? It is not that all of them are having urine retention as a disease. There are so many more other factors contributing to that urine retention. And before you know it, somebody is walking with a bag, with a urine bag in it. That is as a result of prostate enlargement. Do you know all where the prostates are? Leave alone the men. Ladies, do we? Okay? So, the prostates, if this is a manhood, the prostate is around it here. So what happens? It is normal when you're normal. And the moment you start getting a problem, they do what? They enlarge, or they swell, or they increase in size. And remember, there's what you call the urethra, where the urine has to pass. One is this side, one is the other side. They're going to squeeze this urethra. And the moment they squeeze it, urine from the bladder is unable to do what? To pass. And if you're not passing urine, do you think you can survive? The lower abdominal, what pain you will feel is severe. And you're going to force it, it's not coming. You say, what is happening with my life? And the moment they insert that catheter, you see somebody saying, oh God, thank you, I've survived. That is what happens with prostate enlargement. Same thing sexually. Already, the same pipe that gets out urine is the same pipe that helps us in sexual activities. And it's already squeezed up. That means you cannot even keep an erection. So, poor performance. And now we are saying all those, they end up crippling. They cripple our performance. If you know you're not performing very well, look at all these factors we've talked about. Why this, why that, why the other one? Starting from the physiological, psychological, and then of course we talked about the lifestyle, what? Choices that we make. And this is basically about sexual performance. Ladies and gentlemen, how do we manage it? We agree there's a management, right? We need to manage this condition. We don't need to let this person struggle. I imagine you're in your 30s, you have sexual, or you have erectile dysfunction. What would happen if you reach your 50s? You have 20 more years to come. You can't maintain erection for even just 30 minutes. So what will happen in your 50? It is just going to help you in what? In passing urine. And if it does not help you there, when it's already having what? Enlarged prostate, we shall even help you by putting a catheter. Are you together? So, addressing this cause requires comprehensive approach. And that's why I was giving an example of these ladies who are doing what? Who are doing content, they're creating content. It was such a great thing. But then, how are you going to approach them? Understand the fact that these men are struggling. Point out this factor they are going through. Then they'll get closer to say, oh yeah, I think I have this problem. So they're saying a comprehensive approach that considers physical health, psychological well-being, and lifestyle modification. Address your intentions through this. Help them understand that the moment they don't change this, then there is nothing they're going to do about the ED. And we're saying we must therefore provide individualized strategy. Don't just forward this information. Get in the inbox. Understand them. Find out if maybe them or any other person could have the same challenges. They will refer to their friends. You would have made sale as well, because it could be them. That my friend is struggling with this, please can I have this? And imagine you're not even delivering to a friend, you're delivering to this particular person. Why? Because you've made it so much individualized that they feel you care about what they're going through. Then, when you make it more personalized, it is important for you to also identify that specific factors affecting them. You might not find all the 3 factors affecting what? These people. It could be just psychological, but it could be maybe physiological. Somebody has hypertension or diabetes, then you know very well they're struggling. The moment you're making a delivery for someone struggling with pressure or diabetes, ask them. We also have this, because I know when you have diabetes or high sugar level, it can affect your performance. It can actually put you at a risk of developing prostate enlargement. And we also have this particular one. Ladies and gentlemen, you would have tapped on a point that the person is not thinking of actually addressing to you. Also, a treatment plan that can effectively restore sexual function and improve overall quality of life. Don't just give it because Andro tea is the perfect thing for men. Don't just give it because Andro Brew is the new product. Understand what exactly are they battling with. And the moment you understand that, it is going to be more easier for you to make that sale, because you have tapped on exactly what's affecting their lives. And imagine you've tapped on my sexual life. Okay, we love money. Money is good, but truth of the matter is, if you understand how good sex is, then you never go for money. Ladies, are you understanding? Are we together? So, the moment you improve my quality of life sexually, then I will empty my bank account for you. Are we together? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, for that matter, we introduce our best and amazing cappuccino. That is Andro Brew. Who has a sachet of Andro Brew with them? Who has a sachet of Andro Brew with them? Men, have you ever tasted Andro Brew? Have you? How many? Those who have not tasted Andro Brew, like you have not tasted. You've not tasted Andro Brew. Are you a distributor? When did Andro Brew come? Andro Brew came last week. It's actually making 2 weeks almost, isn't it? And up to now, you've not tasted Andro Brew. How can you come and tell me that it works? Congratulations to Dennis. Dennis says it works very well. I don't know how, but he says it works very well. Oh, she has brought one for me. Thank you, Anita. A big round of applause. Let's clap for her. This is Andro Brew. And if you know you've not tasted Andro Brew, you're going to taste this after this together. I'm going to taste it together with Wood. Wood, have you tasted? He has not tasted, yes. Yes, so we brought Andro Brew. And for the men who have not tasted, if you genuinely have not tasted, then we are going to taste it together with you. Why Andro Brew anyway? You know very well you have Andro. You know very well you have Andro. But then there is Andro. Do you know that for the last 1 week, it is Andro Brew that has been trending? You go to statuses, Andro Brew. You go to live TikTok, Andro Brew. You go to content creation, Andro Brew. And they're promising themselves, until I make it big, I'm going to be an ambassador to Andro Brew. You get the point? Now we've forgotten about what? Andro tea. Are we together? Why Andro Brew? Do you think it is essential for us to have Andro Brew? Say that again. Yes. Are we together? So, ladies and gentlemen, Andro Brew. Somebody when they just opened it, and the CEO was making a star. The person was like, "Do we need to take it with milk? Because I was seeing it having what? The color of milk." This is why. Can we read this together? Louder. From the inside out. Are we together? It is a bold, creamy powder packed. Open this. Get a small glass of water. Pour it in that glass of water. Stir it. The aroma and the taste you're going to have consuming your sip is overwhelming. Are you together? Why am I emphasizing on this? You're going to now see the difference as to why Andro Brew or Andro tea. Are we together? And it is a coffee that's specifically crafted for who? For the modern man. My brother, why are you not taking Andro Brew? For the modern man. Somebody saying, what about women? Because you feel like it is the best that men are over benefiting from you? Well then, what is the ingredient? The moment you understand what's the ingredient, it will guide us that it is okay for women to do what? To take, isn't it? Let's go ahead and say, it is your daily boost of stamina, strength, and confidence. The moment you know you're very good sexually, trust me, the moment you know you're very good sexually, just keep watching these men around. Those who work with confidence, they have better performance. Are we together? Watch out there, what? Their working styles. But again, it is infused with natural testosterone booster. We said very well that the moment your booster is, your testosterone is down, then sexually you have nothing to offer. Are we together? You have nothing to offer. And for some reason, if this person is running away from you, then believe me not, you don't have a reason to cry. So, we are focusing on boosting the testosterone and adaptogen that support male health from the inside out. Garbage in, garbage out. Start focusing on it from the inside. Leave alone the physical what? Erection. Understand it from the inside. That the problem is coming from the inside, let me attack it from the inside. So, when you have this one sachet, actually they say 2 per day. Just get 2 sachets. That one box takes you 7 days. Good enough. Get 2 sachets, enjoy it. Consume it. And then come and tell us how best it works for you. I already have testimonies from some of the distributors, and they believe it is the best thing that OQATA can ever bring for a big round of applause for OQATA Wellness Solutions. What makes it powerful then? What makes it like, yes, it has to be Andro? If it's not Andro Brew, then it's not it. Ladies, have 2 packets in your bag if you're taking a journey. Reach home, serve him with warm water. 2 sachets of Andro Brew. You're never going to complain. Are we together? Great. What makes it so powerful? Every sachet is infused with synergistic blend of performance, enhancing botanical and active male fertility herbs. For example, say Tonkat Ali. These are what is in Andro Brew that you might not find anywhere else. It is known as Malaysian ginseng. I've many times talked about ginseng, isn't it? You know ginseng? Murondo. Isn't it? But then it's a Malaysian ginseng. It stimulates natural testosterone. Now you must be knowing why people keep chewing what? No, it's not for the what? For the big size or something. They first have to increase on the what? The level of testosterone in their body. Are we together? So that's Tonkat Ali. Not the Ali, the Muslim Ali. Are we together? It's a name given, Tonkat Ali. It is good for testosterone production, improving libido. You who does not want to see this woman, you who is overly stressed, then increase on your libido. Strength and also endurance. Endurance is that the moment you start, they'll have to beg you to stop. Are we together? That's what we call endurance. And no woman does not want someone who does not endure. Am I lying, ladies? Am I lying? No. For as long as you cannot endure, you have nothing to offer. Your money doesn't count. For as long as you can endure. And Tonkat Ali has got your back. Ginseng extract, a legendary adaptogen that relieves stress. You're here struggling, thinking, the mind is not open, there's a lot of fog in your mind, and you're unable to really relieve it. And the saying, the extract from ginseng, it's going to support you, relieve that stress. But most importantly, improve on the blood flow. And then enhances energy and brain function with clean energy without the crash of strategic stimulation. You know this synthetic stimulation? Have you ever been one, or have you ever heard, or have you ever seen someone who goes to the pharmacy and say, I want manpower? Are you together? What happens? That's what we call a synthetic stimulation. You take medication, for example, you know the medications? Gone are the days where people used to say, scientifically call it sildenafils. I don't want to call a particular brand because I'm online, they might think I'm against their brand. Okay? The sildenafils, these are manpowers. And that's why that brother of mine took all his marathon to the pharmacy in a short, saying, my brother, help me, it has failed. And I had to take this sildenafil and say, please rush, because if you don't secure this, then you're gone. Are you together? Those are what's called synthetic stimulation. You take a medication to just keep you or maintain an erection. But again, it also has its own side effect. It makes you have a lot of headache. I imagine you're taking something to enjoy, but now 30 minutes later, you're going to look for Panadol to cure your headache. Are you together? So, that is basically the ginseng extract. Also, we have what you call epimedium. What's the other name? Honey what? Okay, it's called honey goat weed. A traditional herb used to improve erectile dysfunction, boost testosterone, reignite male desire. Out of all these slides you're seeing, do you realize that it is the most important thing for you to keep your sexual life high up there? Yes, Because the moment it's down, there's always a problem. Then you also have what's called silica. Silica supports collagen synthesis, joint flexibility, and prostate health. The muscles, the joints, needs to be coordinating for you to have a better thought, a better performance. Are you together? I imagine some of us who took a run on Sunday. You're already fatigued, the body is as though they have been beating you, and then they're telling you to also go for that activity. Would you do it? The moment you're feeling pain anywhere, chances are you cannot perform well. Are you together? So the muscles has to be in shape. It has to be functioning well. The bones has to be flexible. If you have back pain, can you go for that competition? No. So that means your bones has to work perfectly well. This will still bring us, for people who love sales like I do, there's what we call upselling and cross-selling. Okay? You know very well, the bones has to work well. And if you are addressing somebody's ED, and those have bone-related issues, what do? You recommend with another product that can work, that can support the bones. Are we together? Then, this Enlight formula is blended into a bold, creamy cappuccino powder with plant-based fats and glucose to fuel your body. Are you together? You don't need to use sugar. I hope the guys who have tried this, you've not used with sugar. Right? You don't have to put sugar. It always has its own natural sugar in it. Are you together? Where you don't need to even get your what? On a journey, just get your cup, have your water, warm water, then stir it off, and then easy to take. Okay? And that glucose does not. Somebody is going to ask me, what about people who are diabetic? Can they take? Okay? The level of sugar in that is not like the industrial sugar. Okay? Where it's going to what? It's going to hype or maybe spike the what? The level of glucose in that person's body. So somebody who has diabetes will not have any reason not to take it as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we also have what you call maca root. This is a powerful root. It is an ancient Peruvian superfood that boosts stamina. What else? Fertility. Actually, from the time we've been talking, we didn't talk about fertility. There's some people who are impotent. There's some people who their sperm quality is very poor. They cannot make woman pregnant. Are you together? So chances are, maca root can be a savior in this. Well, I still have to reconfirm my testimony. Now, there's a gentleman who is in Congo. For so many years, he has tried and struggled. And then met one of my downline and said, I don't know what to do. My wife has failed to get pregnant. What are we going to do? Then the response was, our medication is not a magic pill, but you can do what? Give it a try. We pick our what? We pick our Andro, we pick our super omega-3, we pick our resveratrol. They said, yes, why not? Give it a try. When I left Uganda, I went to Congo recently. I talked to that gentleman physically. I talked to the gentleman myself. The gentleman said, please, I want to know where you are so that I can come and join with the last package. I'm like, do you want to join because you've used the product, or you want to join because my woman is pregnant? So, that's a round of applause for what? For our product. We are not saying it's a magic pill, but for some reason, we find that it touches exactly on what somebody is struggling with. So these people are growing their pregnancy. I'm so much ready to meet this gentleman. And the gentleman is willing to join so that he can even keep himself more healthy than before. That is fertility and mental focus. The moment you're giving to somebody who is struggling with giving birth, reassure them that what you're giving them is not magic, but on a higher percentage, you can get the results. The level of integrity inside your word is going to be much more higher. And the moment they get the result they desire, then you're their doctor. Are we together? Perfect. So, what are some of the benefits? I chose to give the benefit of macaroons because it almost seems to be the same related to the other ingredients as well. It improves reproductive hormones production. It reduces prostate inflammation and enlargement. Why not to give it a try? It improves erection, enhances mood, helping the body to handle stress, and has antidepressant effects. The moment your mood is low, you have nothing to offer. The moment you're depressed, there's nothing you can give. So, it reduces prostate inflammation. But most importantly, it's good for hormones regulation during perimenopausal and menopausal. Ladies and gentlemen, can we give a very big round of applause for this point? And Ruth, who is supposed to clap her louder, she's not even clapping. Ruth is supposed to clap louder, she's not clapping. She was asking, can women even take? And I told her, let's go ahead, we're going to find the answer ahead of us. Are we together? What is this? Do we all understand what menopause is? You have a card there. Menopause, you have a card, isn't it? Wait for when you reach there. The young ones will tell you it is for what? So, not necessarily for you to wait at the time you've reached menopause, but you can use it to improve your what? Your hormones. Are we together? And that's exactly the benefit of the macaroni. It doesn't necessarily mean you're going to maintain erection or this and that. No. If that does not happen, it does not affect you. Time and again they were saying hair, skin, and nails are for the ladies. Did I become a woman? No. I use it often and I've never become a woman. In fact, I even feel like I'm much better than a man. So ladies and gentlemen, it improves perimenopausal. What's perimenopausal? Okay, for some other time. Increased energy level in the body, increased male fertility. Are you together? You see that point keep increasing and adding on its own. It regulates menstrual cycle and reduces. Ladies, are we together? Ladies, are we together? It does what? The last point. Do you have a reason to take Andro Brew? Yes. Yes, ladies. Matches on the package said for men. Forget about that statement. It regulates menstrual cycles and reduces dysmenorrhea. Do we understand what dysmenorrhea is? Ladies. Okay. Fridaus, come and explain to us. Some ladies don't understand what dysmenorrhea is. Come on, please. Come on. Let's give a big round of applause for her.
Good morning. I think it's cramps that they get in periods.
Let's clap harder. Big round of applause for her. There's some ladies who have very painful periods. Like, for some reason, they need to be on a drip. That's when they can get better. For some reason, they cannot work because their periods are so painful. Are you together? That's what you call dysmenorrhea. Okay? It's basically painful period. Ladies and gentlemen, who needs it? Who needs Andro? Brew. Every man needs it. Men experiencing low libido, we've talked about that. Low sexual desire for a man of reproductive age is a sign of ill health. Imagine the age we are in, and said, no, I don't feel like, how come? Impossible. You have to be ready all the time. So for some reason, if that feeling is not there, seek for Andro. Individual with prostate concerned. So you know somebody very well that's struggling with prostate. It might not necessarily be cancer. It might be an enlargement. Please recommend Andro Brew. Men looking to boost their vitality. Don't take this just because you're looking for sexual activity. You want to be what? You want to be healthy. You want to be good. It is very, very good for you as well. Ladies and gentlemen, men with infertility issues due to poor sperm quality and quantity. Sperm what? Quality and quantity. You can have better quality, but it is just a water drop. That the number of sperms, which of course their quality, they cannot reach and go and fertilize the eggs. So you have to have enough quantity that can take a good race to go and what? Fertilize the eggs. Are we together? Kata. Just a few minutes. Those who are sleeping, we are about to what? Finish. Men who want to boost their energy and viability, testosterone is a healthy energy booster. Men with weak or poor erection. It is only you and you who knows what is in there. Are you together? Then men above. Can I see men above 30 years? One, two, three, four. Some are putting their hands. Okay. Men above 30, we need what? Andro Brew. And we need it every single day. How much is Andro Brew? 62,000 only, isn't it? And that will take you, yes, that's only. Take you 7 days. Actually, more than 8 days. Are we together? So it is a must for us